Welcome, your war chief is back with another epic video. Hi, my name's PBG, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peebs. Still recovering from that sore throat, sorry if I squeak, squawk, or sound odd. I'm working on it. We're getting better. I'm working on it. Today, we're getting relaxed. We're getting chill. I'm in my PJ bottoms and slippers. I'll totally add a picture of this right here so you can see the awesomeness. It's a sight. So since we're all relaxed, we're all cool, let's talk. Let's get to know each other. Let me invite you guys to get ready with me. So before getting my face on, I'm live on Twitch, Mondays and Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, playing Warcraft. I'm also live on Thursdays, same time, playing a variety game. Why not? It's fun. And if you like Warcraft, you like nerdy stuff, honey, you're home. Hit that subscribe button. While you're down there, ring that bell. That way you get notifications for all my upcoming videos. Alright, so quick, stupid disclaimer. I am no expert in any of this. But somehow, and yes, somehow, I usually make it through. And honestly, I really like this more relaxed, toned down way of just saying hi. And if I forget to mention anything I'm using, anything I'm doing, I'll leave that in the description box down below. Not an artist, so we're here to talk, not here to play. It's time to hide this poor discolored pale lady freckle face. Let me zoom in and get a little closer. Sorry if that scares people. I'm not here to scare you. This cold, I've had enough. I'm done. I am so sick of not speaking. I'm glad I'm not at the office for it, but man, in case it hasn't been very obvious to you, I'm super pale. So finding things that match me is not the easiest task I've ever known. I'll be looking in a mirror shortly. So I'm just putting foundation. I already moisturized. I already put my, no, I didn't put any primer on. Shit, I'm already bad at this. It may come to no surprise to you, but I'm from Eastern Canada, New Brunswick more specifically. I call it the Forgotten Province because we're so small, and we are officially the poorest province in Canada. It is what it is. One of the cool things about the province that I'm from is it's the only official bilingual province. A lot of our citizens speak both French and English, myself included. French actually is my first language. Not just like everywhere else, we're our own little brand of Canadian. Okay, I need you to sit down for the next part, okay? Are you sitting? I'm 32 this April. 32-year-old lady. Jenna Marbles, I see you. I'm also a married mother of 2. So I've got 2 kids running around. When I say running around, my kids aren't young. They're very, very independent at their ages. For those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, this is called concealer. I get some redness here, part of being a pale lady. I bring my concealer here because I want to cover my freckles. I know on camera you don't see them, but they there. And then the other spots that I might have some problem areas. I'm also not one of those people that sit there and use these wands and stuff like that take over their entire face. I use a pump concealer from MAC. I like it and it lasts so much longer because you can use all the product in the damn bottle. It's also a little bit more watery than some of the shit that you get in the little wand things. So for us 32-year-old ladies, she don't crease. It's funny admitting that I'm 32, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm only 32 in April, so she's coming. Shit, we're in April. Where did March go? So I started playing Warcraft in Lich King. Very, very early Lich King. I was actually on mat leave for my first kid. That gives you indication on how old they are. And I lived in the middle of nowhere. I had not yet gotten my license to drive. I was 20, 21. I drive today quite a bit. Now we're looking pretty decent at the start and she coming together. So what ended up happening is I got bored. I played all the games that I had. Money was not too tight, but not good enough to go out and buy every single game at the store because I was bored. So yeah, I started way back at the very beginning. By the time I hit level 80, which was cap at the time, the Plague Wing had already come out for ICC. So I did it very slowly because I mean, I knew nothing about MMOs. I knew nothing about the genre. This was like my second computer game ever. And let's be honest here, I haven't stopped playing since. My very first character, as I've said in some of my previous videos, was a horde. I know, right? And let me tell you a story about this. When I first started, I found that, and I mean, let's be fair here, I found that World of Warcraft was very expensive for what we were asking for. At the time, you had to buy the game. You had to buy the Burning Crusades and then Lich King. You also had to pay the monthly fee. Now, I have no problem with that, and I'm not complaining against it. I'm just saying at the time, I was like, man, I'd do all this stuff for a game? Makes no sense. Just like everybody else who first starts. Now, I'm putting some color into my face because I has no color. So, she coming. What we ended up doing is that 14-day free trial back in the day. I picked my first character and I wanted a Draenei. Thought that was like the prettiest, the nicest looking character at the time. I knew nothing about them. I didn't know Horde versus Alliance. I didn't care. My sister, who invited me to play Warcraft, she asked me and she's like, okay, well, what character do you want? I said, Draenei. Can't have that. What do you mean you can't have that? You need the Burning Crusade. What do you mean I need the Burning Crusade? I wasn't pleased. I'm like, well, screw it. I'm going to pick something else. All these human looking ones are boring. Yep, well, that's why I play Horde. She gave me the lowdown on the factions, just something quick. She was playing Undead at the time, and I said, okay, well, I'll pick the best one of this. I don't like the look of the Blood Elves. I'm just blending this shit in. Doesn't add a whole lot, but it adds enough color to make it look like I ain't a ghost. I'm close to ghostly, I'll give you that. It also does like a light contour, because I'm so pale that too much contour looks muddy fast. So I ended up going with what I thought was the prettiest character on the Horde side, the Troll. Again, I didn't even read what they did as a class, because I didn't understand it even if I read it. I didn't care. I wanted to be a pretty troll. For two reasons. One, they are tall. I'm not tall. I want to be tall. That would be fun. I'm 5'2". I am nowhere near tall. And two, they had big hips. I have big hips. So I was like, well, sure. Why not? Why not? They look like people. So I went on and I kept playing. I've been playing this game for over I've been playing this game 11 years. I have an old bronzer that I'm just like grabbing the edge of. I just need it for my snoot. I got a big snoot. The thing does have a mirror though, it's pretty neat. Littler snoot, see? It makes a little snoot. So I ended up loving this game, and even my sister told me I would. I went on to Guildmaster for 5 years. At its peak, we were running 2 raid groups, 3 PvP rated battlegrounds, and 1 arena team. It's gonna work. Bear with me. I was pleased with that. The only problem is that as you get older and your kids get older and stuff like that, you want to spend more time with them. You want to spend more time with your husband. Work becomes a bigger thing. So I only stopped GMing at the beginning of BFA. I ended up wanting to just play. And with the extra time on my hands, I ended up starting to stream. And I'm here. I'm on YouTube. I'm not ruining the work I just did. I'm blending it a little bit into the lighter ones I just did. I also don't know how the peoples do their eyebrows. I have pretty decent natural eyebrows. They just got a couple nakey spots I end up filling in. And since I don't have this exact color, I just fill them all in and they look okay. or I'm using contours, because I can't use a whole lot of contours because I'm so damn white. So I end up using the contours for other things. See what I mean? Not too bad. I also ended up loving PvE the most. That's what I ended up. I was a huge raider. Which is part of the reason why I had to haul it back, was because I was raiding 3 nights a week. For most of it, I was raid leading. So I was GMing, raid leading, and I would participate in some of the raided battlegrounds, mostly as a replacement, because I wasn't very good. I liked them, I just wasn't very good. Do you know what I mean? What a difference it makes. And I barely did shit. So it was a lot. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it was a lot. I like the level, I like the amount of Warcraft I'm playing right now. Just brow gel, nothing fancy. It keeps all my shit together. That's all. And gives it a little tint. Almost out of this one though. I gotta back up, but it's that part where you're like, no, where you go? You know what I mean? It's coming together. You worried. Don't worry. I do miss raiding here and there though. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Right now, I can't commit to that. But I do love the amount of Warcraft I'm playing. Because I feel like I'm playing it when I want to. Which is a lot. Let's be fair here. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm not bound to it. Gives me a chance to try other games too. I'm having a whole lot of fun trying Final Fantasy XIV. We're looking less ghostly by the second. Also, he's got a kitty. This is Sailor Moon stuff, actually. The palette, I'm not gonna lie. For those of you who know a little bit about makeup, Sailor Moon released a palette, blushes and other shit. The blushes are fucking awesome. The palette, it's alright. It works for someone like me, it's all light colors, but if you're not pale, pasty, I'd worry a little bit. Now, my coolest WoW memory, I have a bunch, but one trumps it all. And this is one of those stories where you're like, no, bullshit. I've got people that'll back this up. So I got the proof. April 7th, 2008. You'll understand why I know the date. Cataclysm had recently come out in the summer, and raiding was really just starting to pick up hard and heavy. It was also an expansion of very difficult dungeons. So like, your heroics were fucking hard. You had to know where to stand. There was no, you're getting away with murder and trying to slip it through. No ma'am. You actually had to know what the fuck you were doing. So, I needed a staff. Badly. From the last boss of Grimbatal. I always have that though. You guys don't maybe not notice it because I wear glasses, but anyway. So Grimbatal. And Grimbatal was notoriously hard. The last boss was not. It was a DPS race. But there's a couple bosses. Like the first boss, if you didn't kill the trogs, the right trogs, it was white. And the third boss, I think it's the third boss, is a guy who turns into a dragon or rides a dragon. I don't remember which. Either way, there's some key mechanics, like don't stand in front of the dragon. These things are going to target the players. Kill the things. Honestly, these were like raid level bullshit. And people are stupid. So if you need stuff from heroics, well, depending on which one, prepare to die. I spent a stupid amount of time wiping on that boss. All while having contractions. I was at 9 months pregnant. A little early, but 9 months pregnant. Now, for those of you who've had kids before, or your wives have had kids, your girlfriends have had kids, whatever, you'll know that contractions are a thing. This isn't like TV where, holy fuck, get that bitch in. No. Especially, this was kid number 2. So I had these like nightly, and they came to a point where they were hard, and then I could go to bed and they were fine. So no big deal. It got to a point where we were on our like 8th or 9th wipe. It was a guild run, so that one guy that was being a dick, couldn't really scream at him. And I was getting more and more pain from these contractions, like they typically did in the nights. Well, after like the 7th wipe, I was pissed. I mean, you're in pain, you're bitchy, you're tired, you haven't slept well in 2 months. This is one of the very few times I completely rage. Now, I don't remember my exact words, but they did involve, fuck this, and I'm done, I'm going to have a baby. And logged off. 1 a.m. on the 8th now, and I was in the hospital by 3. Mind you, the labor lasted forever. I had the baby at like 5 p.m. God love him. But I had the baby. The next night was raid night. I didn't show up for that one. So I actually, and this is very true, I legitimately had guild members that were mad at me. I legitimately had guild members that were concerned. Like, oh, did she actually have this kid? And I had guild members that were like, what the hell? She's leading the thing. 2 days later, I show up because, well, that's what it takes. And sure enough, I posted the pictures on Facebook. I had the kid. So there you go. I had a kid. Pretty much. I mean, I went into labor while playing World of Warcraft. Can't make that shit up. And that is my youngest kid, FYI. So yeah. I had a kid playing WoW. Grim Batal of all fucking things, too. Grim Batal. I will be getting a tattoo to commemorate it. I have a tattoo for my daughter. I am getting a baby frostwormling or a baby Syndragosa, like I like to call it. And the reason why I didn't choose any of the dragons in Grim Batal, they're all ugly. But that's why I chose a dragon, and a Warcraft dragon is my boy. Of all days, he decided to come while mommy was, well, to be fair, I was playing a lot too back then. To be fair, I've always played a lot. Time to get fancy. So in the real world, I'm a corporate employee. I work in an office, however, not lately. We're working from home. Which, I'm not gonna lie to you, I like that a lot. I really like working from home. It kills all the stuff I don't like about work. Like the commute. It gives me more time to just be me. And that's what I really like. Plus I get more time to do fun stuff like YouTube and streaming. But I do really, really like working from home. Don't call a spade. I do. We're almost done. It doesn't seem that way. Give it a second. Truly. We're also almost 120. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but man, my PvP tune that I'm streaming on, almost 120, almost ready to gear, almost ready to get back into Rated Battlegrounds. I can't wait. I love Rated Battlegrounds. I like that structure. I like that idea that everyone's working as a team. So yeah, I do like that stuff very much. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put some stuff in my waterline. A little bit of eyeliner, nothing fancy. Now we're getting fancy. Liquid. We're hitting 120. I can't wait to see how it's gonna turn out. I can't wait to see how far we get in Battlegrounds. In case you guys haven't already guessed, I'm not that good at them. But it's fun, which is the best part. That's all that matters to me, is that it's fun. Get as high as I possibly can, and they're close enough. Alright, just like coloring book, fill it in. I wouldn't mind doing some rating, but I do worry that it's not very good content, especially on my Twitch channel. I find rating not as fun to watch. It's so structured, so quiet. With PvP, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I get into it. Like, I'm into it. I like how eyeliner changes the whole thing. To be fair, I like a lot of it, but is that something you guys would be interested in? I mean, if you guys want to watch rating, I will rate. I like to rate, but pretty much only if that's what you guys want to see. I try to make content that I would watch. And I would watch PvP over rating, personally. I don't wear false eyelashes because I wear glasses. For those of you who wear glasses, you understand that struggle. Alright, last part, the lips, and we're done. Now, if you guys seen any of my videos, if you've watched any of my Twitch, I'm not afraid of color, I'm not afraid of bold, fuck it, have fun. The world is your crayon box. So we going big. Not big, but bold. I don't like these lip pencils at all. Pink Jeffree Star ones. They go on smooth, but they dry so hard, dry down. I'm also so very over that like liquid matte lipsticks. I can't wait for that to go out of style. I'm also not a big fan of glosses either, but then again, I got hair that moves. I don't like digging my hair out of my lips, and I do not like reapplying it 80 times a day because I looked at something funny. We're done? No, I'm just kidding. Not bad, huh? I went from a pale, crazy lady to something decent. I clean up pretty nice. Did I do okay? Do I still look like a vampire lady? Leave me your opinion in the comment section down below. Is this something you liked? I'd love to see your opinions on this. It's something different, something more relaxed, something more fun. Well, it's fun for me. I don't know about you. Honestly, these types of videos, I personally watch them while I'm getting ready. Like, I do the get ready with me type thing. And if you like this video, you liked getting to know the person behind the camera, give me a big old thumbs up. And if you didn't, I'm just kidding. Be honest with me, it's all I've ever asked, and that's what I appreciate the most. And again, I'm live on Twitch Mondays and Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, playing Warcraft. I play a variety game on Thursdays to spice things up. And sometimes Warcraft, because why not? If you like me, you like Warcraft, you like nerdy stuff, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button. I'm going to leave my last video up here. She's a little bit silly and a little bit of fun, which I love that. Nice change of pace for what's going on today. Alright guys, I love you all very much, and I can't wait to catch you on the next one. Or live. Bye! Thanks so much for tuning into this one. I really appreciate it. This was fun for me. For realsies.